So Christchurch is a church, a Protestant church built 1725. Um, it was on the site of an older church which was destroyed during the siege of Cork. And we see here the 1700s are synonymous with Georgian neoclassical architecture. We see here a pediment, as you would have in a Greek temple, the rounded arches here, the columns. So just like you'd see in typical Georgian building, very like Crosshaven House in Crosshaven, which was built later, 1770s, but a very similar style and built with Cork limestone as well. If we can move on, then we can go along there. So if we go back to our map for a second, so we're kind of coming along now here, back to our route there. Sorry. So we're coming along. So there's Beamish Crawford, Christchurch. We're walking up along this park here. I'll talk to you about the park, and then we're going to come to the old walls of Cork then, which are about here. Okay, so the park itself is called Mother Jones Park. It was called Bishop Lucy Park. It's called the Peace Park then colloquially, but that's just what people call it. But Mother Jones, anyway, very quickly, who was she? She was born in Cork, and she emigrated to America, and she campaigned for workers' rights and for she was opposed to child labour, and was a feminist as well. In 1902, she was called the most dangerous woman in America, after she launched a campaign against mine owners and was promoting the rights of mine workers. So that's again something we should be proud of, and it's the name of the current name of the park there. The final thing there that we look at, if we look at this is the old walls of Cork. So we're on the Grand Prix. We go back to our map there for just 2 seconds. So we're looking here now. Okay, so this is the old map of Cork. This is the Grand Parade. We see water here, all around here. We're just about this point here. So the park, the Mother Jones Park is here. Christchurch, you can see Christchurch is here, is where it was. It was the old Christchurch was, and Cork was a moated city surrounded by water. Okay, and you can see it very clearly then when you see this is still here. This is an example of the old wall of Cork here again, the medieval wall. With the water outside it, creating this moat effect. And this was destroyed during the siege of Cork. It was breached. It was ineffective for modern technology, modern cannon, and so on. And it became obsolete after the siege of Cork because it just wasn't effective for defending a city in modern warfare. You can see here very clearly the way what they did with lots of the rivers in Cork, that they cover them with these culverts, and the water still goes underneath, and you cover it then with hardcore. So just to recap there, where we were. So if you look at the old map of Cork once more, like we see there, like this was Patrick Street. This is Oliver Plunkett Street here. So again, Patrick Street, very unusual for a main street to be this shape. It's not straight, but it's because it was built over, if you like. It was built on the path of the river. So that's where. So we leave it at this point for this week, and we'll move on with the next part next week.